All right. Wow. It says, whoops, LinkedIn says you're not approved for LinkedIn Live. It's only available for a limited group of members. So
oh no.
Find out where we are at. Wait a second. For more information, apply for access. Okay.
So we're on Facebook and YouTube, right?
I don't think we're on YouTube either. I think we're on Facebook. This might be an issue on LinkedIn's, and let me just click go live. Let's see.
Okay.
No, whoops. I don't know if we're actually, let me pull up Facebook really fast. Are we able to see? It says live, but then it says whoops. If anyone is there and you see us, oh, someone's there, they see us. Okay, I think we are live.
Hi, Missy.
That is hilarious. Okay. Thank you, Missy, for letting us know. I guess we have to put in a request. Got it. Okay.
Well, Monica was being so thorough and efficient by going live on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, potentially Instagram all at the same time. And now you get on and it's like, we made it to one and we could have just gone live in Facebook.
I know. I just upgraded my account over here on this StreamYard anyways. Well, whatever. We will have this recording. We will be able to share it and we will work out the kinks. So anyways, welcome everyone. I am so excited to be kicking off our new show today called Impossible. And this is just near and dear to my heart. This is something that just means the world to me, the Spousely community. And I think this messaging behind impossible and taking that word and really transforming it to I'm possible is something that is so powerful, and that our Spousely community is just filled with so many inspiring stories. So we're going to be meeting every Wednesday, going live with different vendors, community leaders, and really just being able to learn and grow from one another, and most importantly, being inspired. So today I wanted to kick it off with my forever business bestie, Lindsay Akers. Lindsay, I wanted to have you on first because you not only mean the world to me, you also have moved so many mountains for our Spousely community, and you have an amazing and inspiring story to share. And I really just want to know how you took the impossible and turned it into I'm possible. So share with us a little bit about that.
See, as much as this feels like an opportunity to like share my story, it also just feels like it's like home. Like these are our people. These are our military spouse community. We have been working together for, Monica, it'll be a year in June, July.
Already a year?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
Time flies when you're having fun.
And you're running a startup, right, Monica?
Yeah. When you're wearing all the hats, right? You don't have time to think.
Well, I think it is all just part of a perfect story for me. And I'm not even sure if I've ever shared all of this with you, like in general, but Spousely is a huge part of where I was a year ago and where I am now. I've been in public relations and communications my entire career. So for 10 plus years, I've been telling stories and communicating on behalf of brands and companies and leaders and nonprofits. And that's just my wheelhouse. I love sharing stories and elevating the missions of organizations that are near and dear to me and that are making an impact. And Spousely is doing that tenfold. And
I pull my heartstrings every time.
We always end up crying on these calls, don't we, Monica?
There's a lot of tears, just so everyone knows. There's a lot of tears. So if anyone has a really good waterproof mascara, please let us know.
But it was all just it was all meant to happen this way. I became a mom in 2019, and I know that you can relate to I think you can relate to the fear of motherhood and what that means for a career, because sometimes those don't always mesh really well, especially when you add a military life component into that. Yep. So I became a mom, and that really shifted how I viewed my definition of success. It changed how I wanted to spend my time, and how, if I'm going to be away from my child, what do I want my time to be spent doing? And is it meaningful? And am I fulfilled? So pandemic happens, and everyone, I think, took that time to be a little bit more introspective, myself included. And as challenging as it was to be home with my daughter, working remotely, my husband working remotely, trying to wrangle an 8-month-old, it was the biggest blessing of my life because I got to see her crawl and walk and pop 4 teeth all at once. And like, those are the moments that I never want to miss.
Right.
But I want to be empowered to make those decisions about flexibility and what my family needs, given that we might PCS soon. We are growing our family. We're expecting another little one in June or July. So all of that to say, I was exploring what success really meant for me.
Right.
And you and I connected on LinkedIn very organically, like, oh my gosh, I love what Monica is doing. She's doing this for the right people, for the right reasons, and it's serving a need. I want to support you. Like, I'm pretty sure I was just like, hey, I would love to connect with you. So rooting for you. Let me know how I can help. And that was in like February.
I know, that's crazy. Little did you know that I was gonna like not ever let you leave.
Well, and then you were like, there was some social media posts where you're like, Spousely needs communication support. Spousely is in need of some expertise. And I was like, okay, this is a fate thing. And that's when I reached out. I was like, hey, remember me? And it was just like, I know I can help you. And I know that I want to impact this mission. Let me know how we can like work together. And then that blossomed into just like this totally being my calling to work with startups and brands and female founders. And it evolved to me being able to start my company, Acres and Company, and 100% of my clients are military spouse-owned businesses.
Amazing.
And that's such a fulfilling statistic because I wake up every morning and I get to talk to the Monicas of the world, and I get to help military spouses tell their story and elevate their missions and just connect with the right people so they can continue making an impact as they're serving or have served our country. So it's totally the feels. It's totally that heartwarming thing for me. And it works well with what my family needs and how I can prioritize that moving forward. So I'm here for the long haul. You're not going to be able to get rid of me.
Good. Yay.
And the community is growing so much. And we're doing really, really good stuff. So it's awesome.
No, and the best part about you and your journey is that you just work so hard and you just go after what you're passionate about, and you just have this superpower of making people feel like they are on top of the world. And I think that is something that is so incredible because, like you said, our lifestyle, just all of the extra juggles, when I always say the juggle is real, but really taking that impossible thought process and turning it into how am I going to make this possible? And one of the biggest driving factors to that is passion and really going after what you love. And I just think, you're such an inspiration, not only to our community, but to any mom out there that is, really going through a time where they're like, okay, do I want to do this or do I want to do that? How do I piece it together? And that is something that our community is just filled with so many people that are available with open arms, ready to kind of help others lead the way and just do what they truly love. Let's talk a little bit about moving into like just the Spousely piece a little bit, just since I have you on today and we're kicking it off together and just really creating this powerhouse of what we're doing behind the scenes and where we would love to continue taking Spousely. Can you maybe share a little bit about like the PR side and how this is just so important to us to be able to get our vendor stories out there, to share with the world just how much inspiration our community is filled with and how we're able to kind of take that and turn it into something so much more dynamic than just a platform to shop. It's a place for, helping people follow their dreams, for coming together, for really having that shopping for social good.
Yeah. I mean, so much of what makes Spousely amazing is the people within our community. It's Monica at the helm. It's the vendors who are raising kids and building their business in the midst of PCSs. And there's so many stories to be told that deserve to be heard.
Yes.
And while we want to embrace those stories and tell those stories, we also want to just wrap our arms around the community of people who are living this and working with you and with me to make sure that we can use that as part of Spousely's collective success. Because there's an education component to this. People, the general population, the general public may not fully understand how tough military life can be. And, you know, I think regardless of our military commitments, being a mom and trying to generate income for your family and doing that simultaneously is hard. So we're all with this decision of how can we do it all? How do we do both of those things and do it well and not lose our minds in the process? And so you add the military life component to that and the frequent moves and the deployments, and why military spouses, if you have families, are typically a little bit more relied upon when your significant other is deployed or he or she is TDY, or just the simple fact that they are married to the government as well, and they have a big say,
control over what's going to happen next. Yeah,
what their day is going to look like, and we have to adapt to that. So it's more so just about telling people why it matters, and that when they do shop Spousely, their dollars are impacting a small business. They're impacting a veteran or a military spouse. And in the day and age that we live in now, we need to make sure that our investments are sound investments in our spending habits. So that's kind of where I'm leaning in terms of our strategy. And again, it totally is improved by, you know, our vendors saying, hey, I would love to be a part of this. And then getting on the lives that are going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks, or Mother's Day. What products do you have that would be perfect to for this Mother's Day opportunity, or Father's Day? And then there's
we can put it together and we can share it in a way and get it out there.
Yeah. So we are constantly trying to wrap our arms around that and like harness 250 vendors and thousands of products and create a narrative around that.
Yeah.
To make sure that when a purchase is made, it is felt by that vendor.
100%. And, you know, the best part about it is when you are shopping small, you're actually most of the time going to get a handwritten letter that just thanks you so much. And to me, that is just so powerful. And we talk about it all the time, the power of your purchase, right? It's so much more than just having that package just arrive at your door the next day because it was convenient and you were able to find it so quickly on another site. But this is literally building a community that is just built on so much strength, courage, and love. And so if you are new to the Spousely community, whether you're a vendor or you're a customer, please help us continue to spread the word. We did launch a year ago, and it has just been an incredible ride. So many amazing people, amazing stories. And for those of you that weren't on when we first started, we're going to be having these live sessions every Wednesday where we're going to be bringing on different vendors, bringing on community leaders, and truly just going over how to take that impossible and turn it to I'm possible. And Lindsay knows when I brought this idea to her, she was like, I love the name. And I think it's just so personal to me and everything that we're doing at Spousely. It's my family, it's my community. And I really just hope that everyone through these videos can see that our community is just filled with so much inspiration. So we are excited for what the future holds. We did just start our second big investment on improving the platform. So in about 8 weeks, you'll see the customer journey improved, and then we'll move into phase 2, work on the back end and marketing and all that fun stuff that goes into growing a company from the ground up, right, Lindsay?
Well, and no one will know how hard business owners work unless you are one. So to have a front row seat to everything that you are doing. I hope that the vendors in our community know that there's so much being poured into this, that ultimately we're seeking to make that collective impact for Spousely, for our vendors, for our military families, and just to continue to grow that impact. Because again, you launched a year ago, and I'm sure that feels so long ago, but like we're only going up. So it's really, really exciting, and something that it certainly takes a lot of time and effort and investment in terms of money, but also heart and passion and stress sometimes. So we just hope that the conversation is a two-way dialogue with the vendors. And if you have ideas, or if you have new products coming up, I mean, Erin is a great example in the products that she has been launching recently. Yeah. Because I have no idea what all goes into that, but I know it's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and it's scary, right? Like, it's one of those things, you know, you're putting so much love into what you're doing. So we want to just be right by your side on this journey. Like I said, if you're a vendor, we are in it for the long run with you guys. You're part of our family. We want to find ways that we can continue to uplift one another. And I can't say it enough, but we are stronger together. And I'm just so excited. So I appreciate everyone joining us today. I would love to keep these lives at about 15 minutes. That way we're not, you know, taking up too much time, but we're just packing so much inspiring information in these sessions. And I'm bummed that we couldn't stream it on LinkedIn. I will figure out what that air is, but
we're going to talk to the LinkedIn.
I know, Missy, can you that's what we have to do? Anyways, but thank you guys so much for joining us. I know we have a vendor call coming up soon, which is very important to us, just staying in touch with our vendors. Everyone's voice matters, and let's just keep pushing forward. So Lindsay, I'm so inspired by you every single day. So thankful for you. And you keep being such a boss mama over there.
You know, the feeling is so mutual, so mutual. We, like I said, we're in it for the long haul, and there's a lot of exciting things coming down the pipe. So we're on to some really, really exciting things, and we're excited to have everybody on for the journey. And I am just really thankful to be on the ride with you. So
girl, you know you were signing up for this roller coaster. It is up and down, but that's all right. We got our hands up in the air. Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lindsay, for everything. Thanks for joining me, kicking this off with me, and join us every Wednesday. All right. Bye, guys.
Everybody.